Egyptian parents know that the way to get their kids to behave is to threaten them with Abu Rejul Mazluka. I think I got that right. Why are you threatening your kids? Jeez. I'm just trying to imagine my mom yelling at me, you better act right or Abu Rejul, you know what, they're gonna get you. But anyways, what's up guys? Thanks so much for coming back for another creepy video. As always, don't forget to subscribe, be part of the socially awkward family, and follow me on Instagram. Links are down below. Give this video a like and share, please. And comment below your favorite Disney movie. But yeah, today we are reacting to chilling urban legends. It's gonna get spooky, and I think we're ready, so let's do this. Though descriptions of what Abu Rejul, actually does are vague, his appearance is pretty much agreed upon. He has one burnt leg. Well, that's random. Some parents threaten their children by claiming that the demon will steal one of their legs if they misbehave in order to replace his own. Yeah, that would get me to stop running with scissors. Ugh. Don't take my leg, man. There are rumors that the Sydney's Harbour Bridge doubles as a tomb for 3 workers buried inside. What? They're hiding dead bodies in there in the middle of one of the most populated places on Earth?
Dang.
Officially, 16 people died during the construction of the famous Harbour Bridge in Sydney, Australia. Which was completed in 1928. However, legends pose it that there should be 3 more men added to the death toll. According to the stories, 3 men died during construction after they fell into the brick pylons of the bridge. However, since they were migrant workers and because labor laws didn't seem all that stringent at the time, their disappearance wasn't noticed for weeks. Apparently, retrieving the bodies would have been too difficult, and so they were entombed there for eternity. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't automatically say this is false, because it sounds like something somebody would do who was racist. So, there's some demons haunting Australia. Great, never going there. The Indian village of Kuldhara, I got it, was seemingly abandoned overnight, and no one knows why, though there are a few eerie theories. Well, looking at it, heck, I wouldn't live there. There's no roof, it looks hot. According to local lore, 1,000 villagers completely abandoned their home overnight without a trace. No one knows why they left, where they went, or even saw them leave. Theories as to why they left range from poisoned wells to a greedy ruler levying high taxes to a dwindling water supply, though none of those explain why the inhabitants left so suddenly. You might be wondering why no one has tried to resettle the town. That's where the legend comes in. It's said that the village chief cursed the land. Cursed. Apparently, anyone who tries to live there will die. Yeah, that kinda takes the property value down. The Indian Paranormal Society spent a night there and reported disembodied whispers. Screams, noises are common at dark hours. Many of our members have witnessed apparitions, heard footsteps, experienced unusual touch, and so on. Ugh, yeah, you don't want to camp there with your Boy Scouts. The first reported Chupacabra attack was in Puerto Rico in 1995. Since then, there have been alleged sightings up and down North America. Yeah, because kids are making it up because they want to say, oh, I saw the Chupacabra in my backyard. He was in my pool. The word Chupacabra is Spanish for goat sucker. Ew. Indeed, Chupacabras are believed to be vampiric reptilian creatures that drain goats and other small animals of their blood. I mean, if that's what you're into, ugh. Blood's not exactly my favorite flavor. The first reported sighting of this, I'm tired of saying the name, geez, was in March 1995 in Puerto Rico, when 8 sheep were found dead and drained of blood, with 3 small puncture wounds on their chest. 5 months later, as many as 150 farm animals were found dead in the same manner. The legend spread and more sightings followed in Latin America and the southern US, though there have been alleged sightings as far as North Maine. Well, if I see that thing in my backyard, I'm shooting it. In the 2000s, the Chupacabra re-emerged, but it looked a bit different. It was described as a hairless, dog-like animal walking on 4 legs, and quite horrific looking, hairless, with a gaunt appearance and burnt-looking skin. When alleged bodies turned up, they identified them as normal animals that were affected by sarcoptic mange, which means their hair and fur fell off, and they're hairless. However, the legend persists, because people just see a bunch of hairless dogs with mange running around and it freaks them out. The The Yeti, or the Abominable Snowman, is said to roam the Himalayas by the Sherpa people. One story says that a village of Sherpas were being tormented by a group of Yetis, so they decided to trick the Yetis into getting drunk and fighting each other. I don't know about that. The surviving Yetis declared revenge and moved up higher into the mountains, periodically coming down to terrorize the Sherpas. Well, that's what you get for forcing them into Fight Club. Over the years, explorers have flocked to the Himalayas to try and find evidence of the beast. In 1921, a journalist named Henry Newman interviewed locals who told him about the existence of Meto Kangmi, which means man-bear snowman. Newman mistranslated the meadow part to mean filthy, and he chose to use the word abominable instead. Thus, the Abominable Snowman was born. Yeah, I don't really believe in Yetis, or Bigfoot, or the Abominable Snowman, or the Chupacabra. It's just fun stories. But if you see anything that's described like this in your front yard, call animal control. The chilling story of Beijing's ghost bus is sure to put some people off public transportation. The only public transportation I use is Lyft, or Uber. The story generally goes, a bus is traveling late at night, around midnight, and it's the last one of the evening. Two men flag down the bus, and even though the driver is reluctant to pick them up since they're not at a stop, he acquiesces, I don't know what that word is, and he lets them on. But it turns out it's actually three men. The two are holding up another who appears to be in a rough shape. It also turns out that all three of them are extraordinarily pale and wearing garb from the Qing dynasty, which lasted from 1644 through 1911. The bus driver apparently explains it away by claiming that the three are actors who didn't have time to change after work, or they were weird and on drugs. As the bus slowly empties out, it gets down to a young man and an elderly person, which has been both a man or a woman depending on the story. Out of nowhere, the older person picks a fight with the young man, claiming that he stole his wallet and forcing him to get off at the next stop to go to the police. Upon disembarking, they tell the young man that the fight was a ruse to help get them off the bus. Apparently, the three men on the bus hadn't been touching the ground. Some versions claim that the men didn't have legs at all. The two go to the police to report the alleged spirits, but get ridiculed. However, the next morning, they find out that the bus never completed its route. Some versions state that the bus was never found, while others claim that the bus was found days later with three severely decomposed bodies inside. That story was confusing. I don't know about you, but I don't really understand what just happened. I just wasted like 3 minutes, I'm sorry. Pinky made girls in South Africa afraid to go to the bathroom. Who the heck are you, Pinky? Get out! It's a girl's bathroom. While American kids had Bloody Mary to terrify them of going to the bathroom alone, I hated Bloody Mary, that crap never worked. Girls in South Africa had Pinky, a demon with shockingly pink hair who would target women just trying to use the bathroom. Pinky particularly does not like girls who wear pink underwear and has been known to attack and even murder them. Men can breathe a sigh of relief though, cause Pinky only appears to girls. It sounds like some old guy wearing a pink wig, harassing women and killing them. What the heck? That's terrible. Jeez. When Greece's bleeding stone was destroyed, a curse apparently fell upon the city of Thessaloniki. I'm terrible at this. Alright, cursed land. The bleeding stone was erected by the ancient citizens of Thessaloniki to memorialize the thousands of citizens that were brutally murdered at the site by the Byzantine Emperor Theodosius. These are big words. It was believed to bleed every year on the anniversary of the killings. Not wanting to be reminded of the massacre every year, he ordered the stone to be destroyed. Ever since, a curse has allegedly befallen what's now known as Hippodrome Square. As Greece it writes, almost every building that was erected in the area, specifically any building whose tenants failed to acknowledge the sacred history of the site, was, according to local legend, violently destroyed. The curse worked its evil magic in 1978 when an earthquake caused a building to collapse, resulting in the death of 29 people. In its place, the Billy Building was built, which houses the Thessaloniki archives, featuring lots of information on the massacre, and it is believed that it has lifted the curse. It's just a rock, leave it alone, why you gotta break it? If you don't want to be reminded of how many people you murdered, just don't look at the stone, or don't go there, or don't murder people. The Scandinavian Gjenganger is sort of like a ghost zombie hybrid that haunts the living. Great. Sounds like Halloween. Literally translated, it means walking after death. Traditionally, this thing is a sort of hybrid of a ghost and a zombie, in that it has a corporeal form like a zombie, but still possesses its mind and memories like a ghost. They are created when a dead person has unfinished business, or if they were killed violently through murder or suicide. The belief in them dates back to the Vikings, when they were believed to have been relatively common. A more recent belief has another connection to zombies, and they can infect the living by pinching them. Well, that's odd. I guess they don't like biting people. They're like, ew, y'all taste nasty. I'm just gonna pinch you. Typically, they will pinch someone while they are sleeping, and the pinched person will then be marked for sickness and death. Gross. In the UAE, citizens are afraid of the genie al-Duway. Duway, I don't know. Well, she looks creepy. Don't want to take her on a date, ugh. The word genie is the angelicized version of the Arabic word jinn. Jinns can be good or malevolent beings. I think that means evil. Al-Duway is one of the most famous jinns in the United Arab Emirates. She was even immortalized in a film in 2013. Her story is simple. At first, she appears as a beautiful woman to attract men. Men, sucks for you. But as soon as she's reeled them in, she changes into a terrifying figure who eats the men she's enchanted. Nasty. Though it might just be a scary story to tell kids to warn them about stranger danger, there's a video that purports to be footage of one such jinn. So, someone has a video of a creepy woman eating a man. That's cannibalism. That's nasty. Either way, I'd be scared of her. I'd be like, get out of my yard. I don't want your Girl Scout cookies. And that's it for chilling urban legends. These are creepy. So if you ever see creepy people or disturbing looking animals in your yard, call 911 and be safe. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and the scary stories. As always, don't forget to subscribe, be a part of the Socially Awkward family, and follow me on Instagram. Links are down below. And give this video a like and share. And yeah, that's it. So I will see you beautiful people next time.